Good afternoon. As always, I gave you guys zero notice that I'm coming live, but I'm going to go ahead and get started right away and keep this short for replay watchers. As you can see, I have one of my eyes finished and one not. This smoky eye is pretty easy, and I wouldn't have said that not that long ago. I have struggled trying to figure out how to get a good looking smoky eye without it appearing really muddy. So I thought I would just do a quick tutorial showing you how to do a smoky eye basically. And before we get started, the thing that I'm going to stress the most to you is if you're going to do a smoky eye, make sure you have the right tools. Which I'm going to say your most important is going to be a high quality dense blending brush. Because that is what gives you the smoky effect as you blend it out. You can't just place that color and expect it to look smoky unless it's well blended. So I'm wearing a number of colors right now. I was just kind of playing as I did this. You don't need to use this many colors to get a smoky eye look. Really just that dark color is your smoky effect, and then a lighter in the inner corner. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and the first color I'm using is Pastel Me About It, which is number 41, and that is a pastel pink color, and that is what I'm wearing. See, I always do the wrong eye first, and that is what I'm wearing in the inner part of my eye to about the center of my pupil. And you can kind of, when you're using these real light colors, almost even press it into your lid. I always prime with concealer, a waterproof concealer 0, which is real light and gives a stronger contrast to the eyeshadow. So, you know, having that real light background is going to make colors pop more, to make it a little more vibrant. And this is a pretty neutral smoky eye. Just kind of trying to match my shirt. Alright, now I'm going to move on. I'm cleaning off my brush in between. I'm not going to use a whole lot of brushes. I'm going to come back through and blend with that blending brush. This is just a flat eyeshadow brush. Alright, so the next color I'm going to use is Peachy Gleam, which is one of my favorite colors in the Feeling is Neutral palette. I can show you, it's a pretty orange. Hi Andrea. It's a pretty orange color, and it has a little bit of shimmer to it. And I'm going to put that just where I stopped, layering a little bit over the Pastel Me About It in the center of my eye. And you can see I'm pressing the product more than pushing it. Oh, and I did not tap. I'm getting fallout here. Alright. And, actually, I should go a little bit further over. What? Too many electronic devices. There's always something dinging at me. Andrea, I'm wearing Faith lip gloss right now. I like Faith. It's pretty nude. Alright, so next I'm going to go ahead and go into Brownie Points, which is the smoke color that I'm using. And that's number 8. And a little is going to go a long way when you're doing that major contrast. So I'm just going to apply it almost like a 3. Just pressing. I'm going to start by pressing it into my crease. And I always go from like the center of my pupil down and out, and then get a little bit more. Go above my lash line, meeting, and then just a little bit underneath your lashes. Now, you can see that's not a perfect line. I'm going to add just a little bit more product. but the majority of the smoke look is going to come from the blending. Now I will tell you that I think that brownie points is just a little bit too dark for my eyes, so I like to add in a little bit of One Night Stand, which is just a little pretty light brown, that I'm just going to press on over, which is totally just me customizing my color, not a necessary step, just me customizing. Now I'm going to go back in with that blending brush. Thank you, Andrea. And I'm going to blend. And I'm not even blending in to those first two colors I put on. I'm just blending my smoke look. You want to be real light when you blend. You don't want to take off the product. We're just moving it. Blending it in. Now you can see how this one goes up a little higher, so I'm going to go ahead and blend up now. Just small circular motions. Sorry, I'm getting faint. As I touch, it's hard to talk boldly and touch faintly. The louder I get, the harder my hand presses. So funny, when I first started trying to do a smoky eye, every time I did it I thought I looked like I gave myself a black eye, which is exactly why I'm doing this video for you all, because, you know, it's a pretty look we see in magazines and, you know, red carpet, and you can wear it to work, you can wear it to the grocery store, you know, but you don't want to do that if you feel like you have a black eye. So, you know, just, it does take a little bit of practice to learn how to smoke that eye out, but it's not hard. It's just a matter of good blending and having the right tool. You know, the right tool is going to go a long way. Okay, a little uneven. Sorry, I'm trying not to use the phone and use my actual mirror. Alright, now whenever I do eyeshadow, I like to do a little bit of a layer. So I'm going to go back in again with the Peachy Gleam, which is that orange color, and do a little bit in the center. And then I'm going to go back in just with a touch of brownie points, just in the crease. And then a touch of the One Night Stand, which again, you know, is not necessary. That's just me making the color that I want, because you can do that when you're working with professional products. The point is that the pigments, they're so highly pigmented and they're so highly blendable that you really have the ability to customize your colors. You know, that's the major difference when you're talking about professional products. You know, an All Limelight by Alcone's makeup is professional, so, you know, you can blend, you can make your own colors, you can mix foundation shades if you want, if you need to. Most people don't, but you can do that. You know, you can mix in concealer into your foundation to give it a little bit more water resistibility, because our concealers are waterproof. And then, you guys, I'm going to smoke just slightly under. Alright, now here is my favorite trick. This gorgeous beauty, this is the Blenderful, is so good for just dabbing and cleaning up any fallout. I will tell you, I'm no pro, guys, but you can see it kind of starts a little further over here than it does over here. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of that Pastel Me About It with my blending brush, which is that light pink that I'm wearing over here. And I'm going to start here, and I'm going to blend it in. Cancel out some of that. Alright. It is really that easy. Like I said, you know, it does take a little practice, and I think the hardest part is learning how to delicately blend it out. And you could blend all day if you want, you don't need to. And then obviously I have mascara on this eye and not on this eye. One last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through with a real flat, if you can see, how flat of an eyeshadow brush this is. And I'm going to take some of that Pastel Me About It, and I'm going to line my eye. Blending is life. And this I'm just pressing on. That's it. It's that easy. How's it look? I mean, it looks better with mascara, obviously, because doesn't everything look better with mascara? But that's it. I'm not going to make you guys watch me put on mascara. I just want to keep this short. I hope this helps somebody. Like I said, the best thing you can do for yourself if you want a smoky eye is to get a highly blendable product and the right tool. So our eyeshadows are just $12 a piece, and I have no idea how much this brush is, but I could post that later because I wasn't going to mention it. But yeah, so hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.